Hello. I see Curtis is in the house. Let me click on comments because I have it on the
Hi,
banner that you
Curtis.
can't see. Welcome
Hey,
in,
hey.
Curtis. So today we're just going to be talking, chit-chatting about anything and everything, any experiences, anything strange, any questions anybody has, any how-tos. And Drew is and Sherry's starting to make oil stuff, so we're going to get into that too. Hopefully they'll talk about it. So we
Sure.
have as my co-host, we have Drew. She is with the Drew's Abandoned Paranormal Vlog Scotland, and also goes Scotland.
It's a tongue tire.
And then we have our guest, which is Sherry from PWI Paranormal World
Hello,
Investigators.
guys.
So
Hello.
yeah, so Drew, is there anything special that you want to like say before we, your introduction, and then we'll get Sherry, and then we'll just
Yeah, my
chit
name
chat
is
about
Drew.
whatever.
Drew from Drew's Brandon Paranormal Vlog. My witchy name is Athena. I do run broomsticks and pentagrams.
Hey, Iron.
Witchy shop, which is also pentagrams by Drew on Etsy for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, so just anything magical, anything paranormal. I have got a couple of live streams I'm going to try and do from now until till
Hey,
October, from
Curtis.
now until Halloween. So just keep a wee eye out on my channel, guys, because YouTube is terrible for notifications. So just keep
Oh,
a wee
yeah.
eye out. It's my best advice.
Cool.
And I am Sherry, also known as Willow for my witch name. I am an investigator of all things strange and unknown, and I am a witch and practicing shaman. I do all magical things like Sister Drew and Sister Mystical as well. So if you're into all of the spooky and the crazy witchy things, then my channel's for you guys. Come and check us out.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
YouTube's terrible
yeah,
just now.
cool.
What
And
do you
if
go, sis?
everybody knows who I am, Mystical Love and Light, and I pretty much is also all things spiritual. But before I get into anything further, Iron is in the house, and Iron, ha ha ha. Look at her deal because I got tongue twisted. So she says,
Miss Jacoby.
LOL, Kurt,
Yes,
I'm from
yes.
Scotland.
Our country has now been renamed. We are now called Scotland.
Scotland.
Ghost.
Good
Scotland.
one.
I know it's Ghost Squad
Oh no, now
Scotland.
Curtis is doing it. That's going to be the new thing. It's not Scotland, it's Scotland.
Scotland.
Curtis, don't start with us on the Scotland. We can start with you on the commode in that room.
Yeah, the
So
toilet.
don't go there.
You were sitting
That
on
should
your
back him off.
BD.
Yeah, that was funny because it's like, and I have it here, and I still
Tongue tied.
get it tongue tied. I still have the bottom from when Curtis and Melly was on. I just made sure I didn't read the bottom part, and I still said squat instead of Scotland. That's a
Welcome on,
lot.
Diane.
Hey, Diane.
I look like I have like red, kind of reddish pink lipstick, but I don't. I think my lips are really chapped.
Oh, yeah. They actually look okay. They look as if you've got lipstick on.
I'm not a. I don't think I ever put on or my clear lip glosses because I'm not a makeup lip girl kind of person.
I've just had no time the last little while, guys.
You know how they do like on the deals and they stick like the bottles and stuff and make their lips really fat.
Yes.
I wonder how fat I could get it with this bell.
Oh, wow.
That'll be, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that would be my wee mammy. I better answer my mum. Right.
Okay. Yeah, that would make it like really really big. So so let's see what this says. I'm starting. Oh, Curtis says. Oh, Diane is in here. Hello, Diane. Let's see here. Let me back up here because
I'm
they're
starting
like
a new channel.
Yeah,
Tales
they're-
from the Commode. Oh my God, Curtis.
Diane says, "Don't get crazy now, Iron."
Yeah.
Let's see here. What she say? Say, mystical. Use Lysol or chapstick for chapped lips. Yeah, I'm gonna make as soon as my goldenrod um, infusion is done. It takes 6 weeks, and what's it been like? Maybe a week or two. Then
It's
I'm
got to be
going.
about that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the salve, and it's also good for chapped lips. So I'll
Mm.
be I'll be making that. I had made some other ones one time, and I put them in those little round bottle things with a cap around thing.
Yeah,
Well, when you have fingernails, it's and mine just starting to they're just starting to grow back out again.
yeah,
They need to be painted, but they're starting to grow back out. But anyway, I put them in that, and a big mistake because it's not fingernail friendly. You can't put your finger and get it without it getting all in your fingernail. So
yeah.
I was like, that didn't work. So the next time I'll end up putting it in, I don't know, something else that, I can put
That
it
they can get
on.
it out easy.
Yeah, and then I had it made. I didn't want to waste it, so I got like a little, like the Q-tip. And I was
Can't you
like,
make it like into an oil version instead of like a? Can't you do like an oil version of it?
well, I can't stand anything really on my face. That's why I don't wear makeup. I can't stand anything on my face or anything. And so that it's like I don't know, just less of to me oiliness on my face. I don't know, it's a stupid thing, but that's kind of how I am. Like my skin is dry. My skin's always dry, and I would love to put like stuff on, and but it's like ugh,
You just got a thing about your face and you don't
yeah,
like your face being touched. That's
yeah,
random.
yeah, and
I can't
so
be without my makeup. Like today, I would have scared you all if I come on without makeup on today. So yeah.
well, you're beautiful either way. It don't matter.
I look like a
So
vampire. My lips, literally, where I'd put my makeup on, I had pale lips. It looked like I was dead when I come on your show because I had pale lips. They would have been like, "What the hell? Where's your colour in your lips gone? It's where my face powder's gone over my lip."
I've seen you without your makeup. Your lips
Yeah,
don't look like all pale to me. I mean, iron
and I
chest
do at
is
the moment though. I do look like a vampire today, but it's the lighting on the laptop. I think it makes me just look like I'm really, really pale because of like the lighting hits your makeup.
yeah. Iron chest she uses. Okay, so I actually make a soap with that, but I don't make the lip stuff. I just make the regular
I
soap.
use
Um,
I used to make what's I say calendula lip salve. Mm.
so yeah. And then Curtis is over here saying, "Love you, Diane." Curtis loves
Oh yeah,
everybody. Curtis always says,
yeah.
"I
We
love
love we all
everybody."
love you as well.
See, I have a thing with like I can't just come out and tell people I love them. For me, it's like it's so reserved for my like immediate family or my husband. I think it's just because I'm like a very untrusting person, and I'm afraid to like tell people like, "Oh, I love you," even though people tell me all the time. They're like, "I love you," and then I don't say it back, and then I'm just like, "Oh, thank you."
Normally it's I
You
love
know.
you, because there's love you and love you. But these guys are like my fam, and a lot of the guys that I've got here have been with me for years. So I know I can trust them. That's why I say it. But
Yeah.
obviously, the real word "I love you" is meant for my partner. You know what I mean? But I do love
Yeah.
my guys in here, and they have been there when I've needed them. So yeah, I do love you.
Yeah.
I should start
Yeah.
keep saying that. Love ya. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do love you.
It's just like so weird for me to, to say that. Like I said, it's because I'm so untrusting that I feel like as soon as I say that to somebody, I'll get stabbed in the back.
Oh yeah,
Which
no,
there's so few
I'm quite an
people.
untrusting person as well. I don't trust
Yeah.
people too well, but these guys they've earned their little badges. You know what I mean? Like they have, so I don't mind saying it to them.
Yeah. So, but
I used to wear
I,
makeup when I was younger because I had an accident and burned the bottom part of my
face.
face, including lips. But after the scar lost their purple color, I quit. Oh, bless you.
Oh. Well, which one of our sisters are the ones that had the thing bite her on the nose?
Had the what?
Had that ferret bite her on the nose. Which one was that in our group? One of them says she has a scar on her nose and she wears makeup. I think because of the scar a
Was
ferret bit her
that
on the nose.
oh my god, there's a few of them in there that I've got. Like my head's like a squash today. I know that we've got Phoenix.
I was thinking
Iron.
it was. Oh,
Debbie.
it was okay. Okay, Iron
Deb,
said it
yeah,
was
Debbie,
Dobby.
yeah.
Dobby, yeah.
Yeah, Dobby,
Oh,
Dobby, yeah.
oh, Dobby
Yeah.
had the ferret
Dobby, sorry,
attack.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I used to have two ferrets, and I would have never in my whole life thought that they would bite somebody. I guess they would though if they felt, like
They can
scared.
be quite vicious. My friend used to, when I was at school and that, like she used to have a ferret and it used to be quite feisty and that, but not all the time. I think it really depends on what you're doing to them. You know what I mean? Like, or
Welcome
if
back,
you
Drew.
fight them,
Yeah.
she might have frit
Yeah.
it and it just bit her by accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I had the two ferrets, and I always said once those ferrets were gone, I'd never get another ferret because they stink. They stink.
Oh yeah, a lot of people say that they smell.
Yeah, they do. And like if you put them in the cage, I mean, you have to like seriously clean it every single day because it stinks. So
What are we talking about?
A ferret,
What stinks?
A ferret.
Ferrets.
We were talking about makeup, and then it went to scars, and then it went to I was trying to remember who got bit on the nose by the ferret, and I
Yeah, it was Dobby, wasn't it? Yeah, Dobby got bit on the nose by a ferret. Yeah.
And then we went to talking about the ferret, and then you came in, and then that's where we are.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for updating.
Welcome back, Drew. See,
yeah, my mother
I love you.
me.
He changed it to I love you. He said you earlier. I'll find it in here.
Love you right back, Curtis.
We were talking about the word, like I love you to tell people. I think I've told like one other person, like Effie that, and I think I've told Drew that before. I may have said it to Sherry. I can't remember.
Yeah,
but
you have. I love you, sis. You have said I love you, sis. But it's only to really close people. Like I said, I would normally leave my I love you for like Rudy or my sisters. But these guys in there have been in my fam for like years now. They've proved their point, so I don't mind saying it to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got certain people that I say it to as well. It makes you uncomfortable though, saying it to people if you've been brought up a certain way. I've been brought up in a way where you didn't really show your feelings too much. So when I was growing up, my mum and dad didn't really say love you and things when you went out a door and things like that. That a lot of people do now. Yeah, so it's a wee bit harder to say it back when you've never really had it said to you.
Yeah, because that's the way I am. When people say, I love you, I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I'm the opposite. Even though I never really had them say it and stuff like that, I'm the opposite. Maybe it's because I think like with me, like me and my mum's relationship and stuff, I was always trying to get her attention. I was always trying to get her to take notice of me. I wanted the love from my mum and she didn't want to give that, you know what I mean? So for me, it swapped me around because I would never want somebody else to feel unloved or uncared about because that's what so I'm the opposite. But
it's the same when I first came into the witchy community as well and we started calling each other sisters. I remember the first time Liam heard me call one of his sisters and he says, why are you calling them your sister? I says, Liam, they're not really my sister, but it's like a spiritual sister. And I had to sit Liam down and explain to him why we were called brothers and sisters and we had never met each other.
My mum said it.
You should have said they're my sisters from another mother.
My mum got the arse.
Yeah, see, and I'm like that too.
Why are you calling all these women and that sisters and brothers? I said, because they are sisters and brothers. I said, Mum, you might have done all your readings and you weren't really into it the way that I am, I said, but witches call each other brother and sister. It's just part of the spirituality. It's not me saying like they've come from you, is it? You know what I mean? That'd be a lot of kids, Mum. You know what I mean? Like,
see, I think that's what confused Liam a way back. What is he's 15 just now, so way back then he would have been about 11. And he just didn't get it. He's like, why are you calling everybody your brother and sister? And I'm like, It's complicated.
And it's like when you have somebody in the
Yeah.
room that comes in, or you're on the panel and somebody's mum comes in, all the fam in the room will go, "Oh, hello, mum." I remember my mum's only ever been on my YouTube once, yeah, and everyone started going, "Oh, hi, mum," and she did not like that. She left the room. She goes, "Like, I'm not your mum." I was
Well,
like,
yeah.
"Mum."
Oh, you bunch of weirdos! I'm away.
So she
I
left,
think
and I
my
said,
mum
"That's
would
just
do
what
that.
they say. That's not them being funny with you because you're my mum and I've acknowledged you."
Yeah.
They would like, it's like them saying, "Hello, mum," like to my mum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she took it the wrong way. She was like, "I'm not your mum. I'm Sherry's mum." And I was just like, "Oh my God, what have you just
My
said?"
mum and your mum sound
Aw.
pretty much alike.
Yeah, and Diane, yeah, yarrow is really, really good. Also, for following the when you do the infusions and the tinctures, it's the exact same recipe. You're just using the yarrow instead of the goldenrod. So
Right.
we have yarrow around here somewhere because I've got some up there that I harvested, but I cannot remember to save my life where I found it at.
Where you got
And
it,
I
right?
looked it up on Google, and it didn't even say it grows in this area. And I'm like, well, I know
There
it
you go.
does because
That's
I
Yarrow,
got it.
guys. That's Yarrow.
Yeah,
All right, yeah. I don't
yeah.
think I've got any yarrow.
So
I've
you
never come
can, yeah.
across
So
that.
you all the goldenrod and the yarrow, you can use the same. And like, I think it was
And
Iron
I got
said
this the
mullein
other
is the
day as well. I
same.
haven't tried that before.
Yeah,
What are
I've
they,
got my
25 pound
favourite tree.
Are
I've got some willow,
are they 50
yeah.
white
Willow.
gram
willow bark.
bags?
Yeah. See, I've
So I
got
thought,
willow
oh,
over there too. I
yeah.
took from a tree branch that one of Lee's bosses. She has a big place before he went to the company he's with. And she said she had a big willow tree, and she asked me if I needed some branches or the bark or whatever.
Beautiful
And
tree.
I
Powerful tree.
said, yeah, I said, is there any branches like that's on the ground or the bark that's on the ground? And she says, yeah, a lot of it. I said, okay, so that's why I went and I
Got
forged
them,
this
yeah.
that I've got. Yeah, nutmeg
Nutmeg
powder.
powder.
Yeah.
Oh, nutmeg powder,
Yeah,
okay.
but now you can get the whole nutmegs too. That's what I have up there. And then when I need powder, I just make the powder at the
Well,
time
yeah,
that
well,
I
I just
need
put
it.
like it. I literally add it as like a powder thing, and I thought, well, I might as well buy it, and it'll save me having to crush it down. I could just put my intentions and that. But I do want to get some
Yeah.
Well,
proper
that's
nutmeg
good.
as well that I can like scrape down.
Yeah.
But I know I've got quite a lot. I don't know what this. This is. Yeah, this is the lavender. I've got a
Lavender.
massive bag of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the smell of it.
I can't wait till mine grows big enough. Now that's getting cold, I need to put like some wood chips and stuff over it, or where the leaves are falling from the trees, and put it over it because it'll grow back. Hopefully, it's supposed to grow back. So
I want to try. I want to
Yeah.
make a coffee out of that because it has to be dried, and all the stuff I buy is dried. So that, like they
Well,
say, when
what
you're
was
doing
it?
your
I
drink,
was
put your dried and that in it.
yeah,
Because like the lady that I'm watching and stuff like that, I've been learning from and stuff. She was saying that like when you put like your natural plants in, sometimes it's not good to put it into certain waters, and that it's better for it to be dry because it infuses the taste into it. It explodes, sort of thing.
yeah,
Like you know what I mean? Like where when it's not dry, it doesn't.
yeah.
Not holding all those
Well,
benefits and those goods.
yeah, if you're making like it's the tea from it or something like that, you know, a hot tea, then letting it steep for 15 or 20 minutes will work. But if you're making an oil, it's best to dry it first because if you use fresh, it will go rancid really quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
God,
she was
Dry
saying.
it
And she
won't.
said
Yeah,
about the tea as well. She goes, if you can, just use like dried stuff in your teas as well. That's what she was saying to me. She goes, because it goes funny when it's fresh. And things.
yeah.
I was like, right, okay, again. I
yeah,
said I
yeah,
thought
I
that, but I
want to
weren't
try
sure. But
hibiscus.
yeah.
When
Yeah,
I
see
got
what
all these, I made sure that they were going to be gradable, that you can eat them, drink them, that type of thing. So I got the
yeah,
hibiscus leaf, and I was reading that that's good for your throat and different things. So I'm
oh,
going to
is
make
it?
some
Oh,
hibiscus
yeah.
leaf tea.
I could put that. It'd
Tea.
probably do me good because I have my throat problems. But on here, when I brought this, it did have in the title that for making teas or
Yeah.
ritual and stuff like that. That's what I was looking for. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
See, my
when I
my
just
lab.
came out, oh, you
Go
go
ahead,
talking,
Drew.
Miss.
No, go ahead, Drew. Go ahead.
When I've just come out of a class, guys, and it was an oil class to help. Basically, it's so I can get a certificate so that I can sell my oils freely. Because over here in Scotland, a lot of the places aren't letting me sell my oils on the what you call them,
On the
fairs
market.
and things, the
Yeah.
markets and things, unless I've got a certificate for liability insurance, is what they're saying. So
Yeah.
I've took an oil course, and the man in that was saying that the best way for your herbs and things to actually work quicker is through digestion. So I'm glad that I did get everything that was edible, if you like, because even the calendula and things, I got that from the place in Glasgow, and it's all edible. So I'm glad I got it like that, because if you look on eBay and things, you can get it where it's probably not as high a grade, if you know what I mean,
Right.
to eat and things. So I
Yeah.
didn't realise that the quickest way for things to get into your system was the digestion. So I'm going to start drinking
Yeah,
more
no,
tea.
that's what this lady said. Because like the lady that I watch, she does a lot of her stuff so you can ingest it. Like she makes things, because she makes like all these different. She makes like these pickle oils and these pickle things that you put in your food. Like she makes everything from scratch, and I was just like, wow. And that's when she was saying, like if you're wanting to get a direct like effect from something, dry your flowers out, because it holds all of that stuff in the flour, and when you put it into the water or into the oil, it opens it up,
Yeah,
but the
it
smell
opens it
comes
up.
from, where when it's
Yeah.
fresh, it's not as potent, it's not
And
as
the
there.
thing too to remember is if it's something that you're going to crush, don't crush it ahead of time. Wait till
No.
you're going to use it and then crush it to release everything out of it. Because if you do it ahead of time and you don't vacuum seal your jars, then it will just lose. It won't lose it won't lose any ingredients in it. It'll just lose some of the oomph from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
noticed
know,
that with some of
but
the
if you
stuff I had in the
vacuum,
little
yeah,
tubs.
if you actually vacuum seal your jars, then it'll be lifetime, good. So,
Yeah,
um,
but
there's
I've
a
never
question
ever worked
here.
the calendula. I think I got the calendula because the calendula was in a blend I had got one time. But it smells like tea, doesn't it? They all
Yeah.
smell like a tea smell.
Do I?
Calendula, that's something I want to get, the calendula.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that
calendula
the
and
calendula is another
peppermint.
one that you can make in an oil. And don't you make a calendula oil, sis?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can make
Yeah.
it's actually good for 2 or 3 things. That's why I made it. That I got
Yeah.
calendula, peppermint, hibiscus,
Yeah. I have
echinacea.
I have the soap in it that I make. Drew, there's a question here, and I think it's geared toward you. It says, "Oh, I was wondering how your class went."
Oh, it went really good. I've got another 7 to do. It's an 8-week course, so I've got another 7 to do. So today we just going through some of the more popular oils and things that is a must, if you like, for your daily health, that type of thing. So he was telling us that peppermint, frankincense, lavender, lemon, tea tree, and oregano is some of
Hey,
the most
Gabby's.
important herbs to have in your cupboard, especially at
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
time of year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the only one I've not got is the oregano. I've not got any oregano. I never ever thought oregano was for magical purposes. I've always just thought it was for cooking.
I don't really use the oregano. I don't really
No.
use that one. So yeah.
Are you talking about
And is that on?
oregano? Y'all just say
Oregano,
different
yeah,
oregano.
oregano.
Okay.
I didn't realise it was as
Yeah.
prominent in the magical field.
Oh yeah, I've
And
got
was that
some
on
up
the
here.
Alison.com place?
It was the man's name is Neil Young. His name from and he's from the doTERRA oils. That's where he's from. doTERRA oils. They're
Is
one of
that
the
free?
most.
Is that a free course, sis, or do you
Yeah,
have to pay for it?
no, it's free, but you do have to purchase. You get the first one today for free, but you have to purchase an oil from them to get the 8-week course. So some of the oils and things run pretty expensive, but there's a family health package you get, and it's £263, but you can pay it up in 3 installments, and you get about 15 oils with it. And then you get access, if you buy that, you get access to everything on their website. That's all their modulars, that's all their oils to break down. There's loads on the website to teach you, and you can also get a certificate and things at the end of it if you do all the work. So I don't know. I'll see. I'll maybe go back on Facebook and things, and there's another couple of places that say they do it for free. So we'll see what they free is, you know.
No,
Yeah.
Alison.com is really good. And that is
Okay.
free. The only thing you have to pay for is the certificate, but you would have to anyway. It don't matter
Oh,
where you
that's
go, you have to
okay.
pay your
Mhm.
certificate.
Write
But
that down, Alison.com.
I did say that to you the other week, sis, because I said that I was
Yeah,
doing the oil and the herb one, and I was also doing my floristry on there, if you remember me telling you.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're really, really good.
I'll definitely
And
have
they
a
are
look.
like
See,
government
some of
links.
them say
They're
they're
actually
free,
from the job centre.
but it doesn't
You know what I
hear
mean?
now.
Like over here, we have to have the job centre. Like if you're under benefits and stuff, you have the job centre and stuff. And like it was them that told me about this place. So I was like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna look that up, and they're actually really good. And they have like informative videos, and they'll tell you about the history, and then they'll tell you about different things, and they put the pictures up. And it's pretty good for a free course. I thought it'd be quite crap, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
So, Kurt is asking, can you dry out pumpkin? Yes. And Diane and Iron are both correct. Yes, you can dry it out. And Diane says, I
In the
have a
dehydrator, innit?
video. Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
video on drying out pumpkin. You can do it several ways, Kurt. You can, um, you want to like, okay, right now I have one in the oven because on this one here, now the first one I did, I made and spreaded it out, and once it dried, now you cook it first, and then you scoop it out, smash it up like mashed potatoes, then you put it in your dehydrator, kind of like in a thin layer, and when it's halfway done, you flip it over, let it dry. Once it's dried, then what you want to do is you want to go back and put it in either a blender or a coffee grinder. You want to grind it into a powder. When you grind it into a powder, that way you can use it in like any, use it like out of a spice thing. You can add it to anything. You can make cookies out of it. You know, you can add it to ice cream. You can add it
Yeah.
to smoothies, whatever you want as a powder. Or you can, you know, when you can redehydrate it, kind of like mashed potatoes, and then you can use it that way. What I have in the oven right now is I have one of the pumpkins that we grew, and what I'm doing is once I cook it, I'm going to, this time instead of smashing it up, I'm going to take the peel off, and then I'm going to cut it like in chunks, and then I'm going to dehydrate those chunks, and I'm going to jar them up and leave them like that. Now, when I say I jar them up, I put them in a jar. I vacuum seal the jar because then that makes it lifetime good, shelf stable. You can put it on, and 10 years from now, it's going to be the same way as when you put it in. But when you do it that way too, then when you hydrate it back, then you can use it kind of like yams, you know, where you have the bigger chunks in it. It's not just all smashed. Or
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can also just add it to, you know, warm it up, put some brown sugar on it, a little butter on it, and eat it like that. So that's kind of what I do.
So,
So
like,
check out
what
the
would you
channel
say?
on
What
it.
would you say to people that are like? Obviously, they said about the dehydrating. Well, like, how would you give people advice? Because say, like, if there's people that don't have the money to buy like the dehydrators and stuff like that, like myself, for instance,
You can
other
do it
ways
in
that
the
you do it.
oven.
I like hang my flowers upside down.
No, you can. Okay, like your flowers, what you can do is if it's still summertime, just spread them out on like in a basket where it's air that goes all the way around it. If you're
Yeah,
gonna lay it on a like a cloth, do it like on 100% cotton cloth because that's breathable, and then just rotate it every so often, and so that it can dry evenly. If you have like an oven, you can also dehydrate it in an oven at a very, very low heat. Just keep the door open, and it doesn't take long. So you just, you know, kind of just keep an eye on it. And when you feel that it's dry,
yeah. Because
then
like I
you
was told to
take it
hang them,
out.
and that's what I've always done. I've always hung my flowers and that, but I find that takes ages and ages to dry out.
Yeah, and then
So
sometimes if you
it makes
move them,
yeah.
they fall. They fall and they're all
Yeah,
over the
I
floor.
found that when as soon as you move it, all the
Yeah,
heads fall off, and you're like, for God's
yeah.
sake, now I've got to clean it all up, put it all in my pot.
Yeah, but you can do them in the oven or you can put them in a basket to where all the air gets there. You just have to like rotate it, you know.
Yeah,
And of course, if you're doing it like with the air, the sun, if it's still summertime and you know you put it on something outside, it's not going to take long. Just go out every like couple hours and just like
hey
rotate it, move
Chris.
it around and dry it. So
Yeah, no, that's good. See, there's advice there, guys. Like if you're somebody that doesn't really know which way, because not everybody can afford the dehydrator
right,
machines. You know what I mean? There are
Yeah,
people that are like, oh wow,
they are
you know, like,
expensive.
they are expensive. Like this
bring
woman
that
that I see
Diane.
her set
Yeah,
up was thousands of pounds. I said, what? She goes to thousands and thousands of pounds, like because she had
Wow.
loads of them. Because she's like mystical. She does quite a big business, but she does it
yeah,
out wide. So she had
Yeah.
loads of different sizes, and
right.
it was nuts. It was
Yeah,
nuts.
pumpkin seeds are really good too. I mix my pumpkin seeds and
Mhm.
the butter squash seeds together because I'll dehydrate them. And then my son answered the last question. I asked how he did it, so he did send me a message too. And then I jar
Right.
them up. I actually have a jar over there with them in it. Let me go get it and I'll show it. Y'all can keep talking.
Extra.
Yeah,
Just.
yeah. No, I see. I don't know if any of you guys see that video that Sister Mystical put up, where she was actually making a recipe for her pumpkin seeds or something, weren't she? She was making a flavour to them so they taste nice. Like she was going on, like I've got my seeds in. She was drying them all out and like making sure they were dry, and then
Yeah.
she put this amazing like powder thing she made over it. She made like these spicy sort of pumpkin seed things. They were really cool.
Lovely.
Yeah. See, this is the pumpkin and butternut squash roasted seeds that I did,
Oh
and
yeah,
see, and
Nice.
this is vacuum sealed. So if I put this on the shelf 10, 15 years from now, when I unseal it, it's going to be just as good as when I put them in here because it's vacuum sealed.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um,
I'll need to get one of those vacuum sealed things for my
yeah.
jars so
Curtis said
they'll
this
last
sounds
longer.
good. How about coffee? I have coffee. I have anything like see, coffee's already like dehydrated,
It is,
you
yeah.
Yeah.
know. So it's a powder already. So you can vacuum seal that. You can do sugar, you can do salt because if you're afraid that it might go bad later or maybe there's hard times coming, you have the extra money to buy a little extra, you can do that. And then that way too, if prices go from, say $10 to $20, then you have some backup if you can't just run out and get it. But that's
Exactly.
what I do. Baking powder, baking soda, salt, all of that I vacuum seal, all of that, and then that way if I need it later I won't touch it unless it's hard time. When I'm talking about hard times, it could be say your spouse gets sick or something. Maybe you don't have that extra money coming in. Now I understand some people don't have the extra money to do that, and I understand that. But
Yeah.
I'm just putting the information out there for the ones that can, you know, then
And you never
you
know,
can do
like
that.
what happened down the line either, do you? Like that, like some of us
Mhm.
might be in that position where we can't do it at the minute, but we may come into a time where we can afford to get those sort of things. So it's always
Yeah,
good to
yeah.
learn about it, isn't it?
Right.
You know what I
And
mean?
the thing is you don't want to go out and buy all this. Okay, see, a lot of mine because I have my garden that I was practicing on. So I
Yeah,
was able to do a lot of that, but also too if you go to the store and they have the stuff on sale, that's the time to get it. So if you were going to buy a regular pack of something for $10 and they have it on sale for $5, but you were planning on figure spending $10, then go ahead and get two of them. And then you have one to put away for later and then one for then.
yeah,
But like I
exactly.
say, I understand, that some people can't do it. I'm just putting information out there for people, that can. So Um,
For me, I'm like for me because I'm not very
No,
good. I'm not very good with.
nothing.
I'm not. I'm not good with machinery and things like that. So for me, I'd find it really difficult, and I probably wouldn't be able to understand how to use a dehydrator or anything like that. So I'd rather do it the old way, where I just put it out on the cloth or I hang it or whatever I do. You know what I mean? I feel more
yeah.
comfortable that way.
Actually,
Yeah, just
actually,
hanging it around.
Yeah.
actually, Sherry, there's nothing technical about a dehydrator. All you have is you have the trays.
I'm gonna try
It's
some
just
tea.
a base. You have your trays that stack on top of each other. Now some dehydrators, uh, it warms from the top. Some of them warm from the bottom. It just depends on what you
Yeah.
get. So all you do is you just put the product in there, spread it out, put it on. Some dehydrators don't have a temperature gauge. It's best, like the one I have in here for these, don't have a temperature gauge. But the ones I use on my food, it does have a temperature gauge, and it
Yeah.
says
See,
right
the
on it.
temperature gauge thing, I'd be a bit
It
crappy with.
says right on the top of it, like herbs, and it'll have the temperature. It'll have fruit.
Yeah.
It'll have the temperature. It'll have meat. It'll have the temperature. All you do is put it, turn the little knob on that temperature, and let it go. And then just ever so often, pick it up, open it up, and check it. If you need to, I normally, I normally halfway through, I'll
Look at
just
that
take the
beautiful
top
colour.
off, rotate the trays, put the top back on. It's very, very simple and easy.
Well, I was
And
about to say, and it's not a dig at your sister, but I was going to say, if Mystical can do it, and she's not very good with her computers and stuff, and that, I'm sure I can do it.
there,
You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yes,
yeah.
yes, that is exactly right. If I can do
you
it,
know what I mean?
anybody can do it, because even my phone, I have issues even with my phone sometimes. I can't
Yeah.
even get it to work. So
I'm
I
just
always
not
have to
tech
call
savvy,
Drew.
so that scares me normally.
Yeah,
But if Mystical uses it, I feel safe. You know what I mean? Because like,
yeah.
yeah,
And because you know a lot more technical stuff than I do, but that's
oh
how
yeah,
easy it is. Now, this one in here, the dehydrator, it heats on the bottom. The one in the kitchen that I use in there heats from the top. If you ask me which one I like better, I like the one on the top.
I was
The
about to say that. What one do you prefer to use? So you said the top
I
one.
Yeah, and the reason that is because sometimes some things that you, hey Stevie, hey Go Squad Scotland,
Hello.
hey Chris, because
Hey, Christopher.
sometimes if you're drying stuff and it's real brittle and it falls through the grate, then
Yeah,
the motor on the bottom, then you're trying to clean it off the motor. If the motor's on top, there's nothing clean. You just get the bottom, take it in the sink, wash it off, and then just put it back. It's that easy.
I might have to
So
have a look to see how much they are, because I'm sure like not all of them are really expensive. Do you know what I mean? But
I think the cheapest one's
I have
about
got a few little
44.
things at the minute. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, like I can put it in the
Yeah,
oven or hang
44.
them or put them on a
on
cloth. So I know that
yeah
for the time being.
on
Yeah.
Amazon they're like about $35-$40, something like
That's not
that.
that bad actually. That's
Yeah.
quite good.
No, if you go to Walmart, Walmart has them for I think like $78. But the difference of the ones in Walmart is they give you an extra tray. And then
Yeah,
also too, if you find out you buy one that say it's got 4 trays, you can always later, if you decide, oh man, I need more trays, you can buy separate trays for it. I just
yeah,
add the trays on. Most dehydrators that take, even though it comes with like 4 or 5 trays, most of them you can stack like up to 12 trays on them, just depending on what you have.
yeah. Because like a lot of my stuff at
So
the minute, I buy dry because I do prefer to use the dry stuff
yeah.
to the wet. You know what I mean? I do, but I would like to start going out once I've got a bit more knowledge. I'd like to go out and foliage and pick stuff up, and you would need to dry that
Mhm.
out. You know what I mean? So
Right. Look what Chris says. Hello, someone mentioned a jar. Run for the hills. Save yourself.
yeah, yeah. We like
we
our jars, okay, guys, and we do like to say we're going to put you in them if you don't behave. And we always threaten Chris with it about putting him in a jar.
we lost Drew.
I
I'm
think she
sure
might
she'll
have got
be
a
right
call
back.
or it's signal.
Yeah, anybody
It looked
calls
like
her
she
on
was
her,
making a tea.
huh?
It looked like she was making a tea. She was
Oh,
putting like herbs into some
oh,
hot water and that.
oh. There she's trying to come back. So there she is. Yeah,
I
she's
don't know
making
why my
something.
laptop cut off.
She's playing musical chairs now. We're putting her back where she belongs.
So I've made
Hi,
some
Evie.
tea. I've made some peppermint tea and what is that, hibiscus. So we'll give it a go and see if it's good, guys. You can smell the peppermint, and I've only just added the water.
Yeah. And Drew here is promoting Tom and Dave. That's a good channel to watch if you're not subscribed.
Oh,
Oh,
haunted
anybody
fender.
that wants to subscribe to any of our channels, our links are all in the description box. Because where I tagged everybody, all you gotta do is just go on there and click on it and see their channel, and you can subscribe to them. But yeah, Drew's promoting Tom and Dave. They are really good. I've been subscribed to them for a good while.
I actually thought Tom had said about a month ago that he wasn't well. He had been taking a break, so I assumed that he was still not well. And then when I seen the post earlier on and I looked it up, he was actually out investigating last week as well. And I think it was at the Ancient Ram Inn, and I missed it. I didn't even get a notification.
Yeah.
And I'm the top moderator. I'm actually a moderator on the channel. And I'm a top fan and things, and I didn't even get a notification.
Yeah, yeah, I saw it when you had I think you put it on Facebook.
Yeah, I tagged
Yeah,
everybody in it that I know
yeah,
watches. So,
yeah, and I saw it. Iron says she wants a dehydrator, but
so did
she'll
I.
get
I'll
one.
wait.
One, yeah, she'll get one
I
one
think we
day.
all need to. If you're witches and that, we do. You know what I mean? Especially if we're
Yeah,
going to get like bits. And like sometimes you do get your dried stuff, yeah, and it is dry, but it's not quite as dry as you want it to be. So it'd be good to have like something like that. You know what I mean? To make it
yeah,
a bit more.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because if you're
especially
gonna
if you want to
store
go
it,
foraging.
because if
Yeah.
you're going to store it for shelf stable, it has to be dry. If you leave any liquid in it, it's going to go bad because it'll like mildew and stuff. So you want it dry. Iron, you have a dog now, and I was going to tell you, if you have like sweet potatoes and you dry the little like slices of sweet potato, those are great for dogs. Like them for like dog biscuits. So
There you go. I've got a dog as well. Take that in. Somebody else said in, I think it was Iron, she was saying that apparently eating pumpkin seeds can help scrap worms out of the digestive tract. Sorry, but useful info maybe.
Look at the colour of
well,
that guy.
now
Oh, it's
when you
beautiful
get
colour.
if you have a dog and you give them pumpkin, be very, very careful because pumpkin will work like a laxative on a dog. So
I
if you
think she's
have
on
a
about on
dog,
humans, sis. I don't think
Right.
she's about a dog. She's
oh,
about us. Like it's meant to be good for
oh,
us.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. But if you do have a dog and they're constipated and they're having issues going to the bathroom, give them a little just a little in a spoon and give it to them or mix it up in the food and it will help soften up their stool. If you give them too much though, they're gonna have the run. So have them
Yeah. Be
outside.
prepared. Yeah, outside, mate.
Yeah.
Don't have them inside.
Stay outside for the rest of the day, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So
But
let's
that's what you
see.
think about it. Back in the olden days, we didn't have all these like doggy worming pills or anything like that. It was all made from like outside. You know what I mean? So like, there's so many uses. That's why the natural way is better than going into these prescribed medication places. Like
Yeah,
we're not saying like we'd never turn around and say, do not go to a doctor, do not do
yeah.
this, do that. We would never do that. You know, if it's really serious, you go to the doctors. But if
Yeah.
it's something just like a little cold or something like that, you could easily find a remedy or something for them sort of
Mhm.
things. You know what I mean?
Right, we'll pour it now into the cup and
It
see.
does look beautiful, sis.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, that red look, guys.
Oh goodness, I'm getting it everywhere here. I know it's pure red. It's
Looks
gorgeous.
like a
Oh,
ruby colour, doesn't it? Ruby.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Cool.
beautiful.
Wow. And that wasn't even a lot of flowers. That was just a little pinch of.
Drew, I'm trying to watch you, but I'm reading Diane's message and I'm getting sidetracked because that almost sounds like a sexual thing. She
All
put
right.
my wiener loved canned pumpkin. Talking about her wiener dog. Talking about her dog,
Oh.
but she says her wiener loved canned pumpkin.
Hello, brother. How are you?
Doesn't sound good. Hi, Brother
Good to
Louis.
see
Right,
you.
let's taste this.
Yeah,
Pineapple and
tell me what it
echinacea.
tastes like,
No,
sis.
Oh, hey
pineapple and
brother Louie.
hibiscus. Okay, let's taste it. It's hot. Well, that's
Of
actually
course
quite
it's hot.
nice.
Yeah, it's going to be hot.
Well, that's
Yeah.
lovely. I could drink that. I think I'll put sugar in it.
That's what I was going to say. Would you need a sugar in it? Because I do like to have sugar in my tea. So would you need a sugar?
Yeah,
Or
I
you
think the
can put a
hibiscus
little.
is a bit.
But you
Yeah, or
can
you
get
can
the
put a
sugar
little.
if you don't want to use the normal sugar. You could get the sugar barley, couldn't you? Like the
Or
sugar barley
What?
stuff. You know what
or
I mean?
honey,
Or
even
honey.
though
Yeah.
honey's more expensive, it's honey is good for inflammatory and stuff like that. It's
Well, I
anti-inflammatory.
definitely recommend that, guys. What was it? Hibiscus and peppermint, and it's really nice. Honestly, it is.
I've got some peppermint, and I've also got like the. I do want to make that. I want to make a lavender and honey tea. See what
Yeah,
that's like. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be really good.
Yeah,
So I'll be
honey's good
healthy
for.
by tomorrow.
Hey, Drew, let me see your cup.
The witch's brew one.
Because look, you have that one and I have this one.
Oh, nice! I like that one as well. Well, that's a cracker.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Sherry probably jumped up to go get hers because she
Sherry's
flew
got the
off of
same as
there really
mine.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
I
all
bought
witches. Cheers, girls.
Girl, yep.
I bought this in a garage sale for $1 and I was gonna sell it for $15 and then I decided no, I like it too much. I'm keeping
Yeah,
this one.
keep
That
it.
is important.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Like my godmum got me this when she went
Aw.
to a witch's market. She got herself one and she got me one. And then I was like, I'm so happy you got me that because my sister Drew's got one of them as well. And I know my sister Mystical's got a witchy cup.
I think Christina has one as well. Sister Christina has the witch's brew as well. That's the fridge.
Because I used to have like the black cat. I used to have a little black cat cup. Like it was the cat shape with the ears, but that got smashed on the floor and I was gutted. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that was like my haunted finder's mug I had. Do you remember Wally's son Jody was staying with us a couple of months ago?
yeah.
Well, I actually found my cup broken and I was like, who smashed my fucking cup? And Jody's like, it was me, I'm sorry. I was like, that's okay. He said, I can buy you one back if you want. I said, no, it's all right. Accidents happen. But if I'd been your brother or your dad, I said, there'd have been trouble. So it was a good job it was him that smashed it.
Believe me, your cups, your witchy cups, and that are so important. They are. I love them. There's nothing better than waking up in the morning and picking your witch's cup up with a nice cup of tea in it and just sitting there and holding it outside. Like when it's out with even though it's cold at the minute, I do like to stand outside on my patio for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I just stand there with my cup of tea, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I want to start getting into the routine where I come in here every day for a cup of tea, coffee, whatever in the morning.
Yeah.
I really do.
Most of the time, my cup that I use for coffee isn't even a witchy one. Lee got me one, and it's one of these.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Yeah, and so when you hold it, you're holding the part that comes out like this to drink it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
That sounds really cool.
He got me that from one of the truck stops or something like that. So, I know, and I like it because it's thin and it's and it's tall. So,
Yeah.
It's kind of like not really insulated, but it's thick, so it holds the heat in really good.
Like that, my cup's perfect for me because I know that if I had one of the big flask ones, it makes you go to the toilet all the time. I find I'm on the toilet all the time when I drink certain teas, so I like the little cup. And obviously, like my den is right where my back door is, so it's perfect. I could just walk around my sofa and open my back door, and I don't have to go out of my room. You know what I mean? So I just make my coffee because my coffee, not my coffee. I don't drink coffee, tea. No, I make my tea. Because my kitchen's right next to my den, so I don't have to go out of that area. So I can just go from there to the back door, and
Now, see if Lee could carry that whole coffee pot. Oh, Drew, you dropped the salt on your head.
Sorry, guys, I'll get you the pasta.
If Lee could sit down and drink that whole pot of coffee instead of pouring it in his mug, he would just do that.
Oh yeah, I'm
You
sure
want
there
to
are.
know what I want to try? I want to try that coffee. I don't drink coffee, as you know, but I would love to try that coffee that everybody talks about. What is it? Cinnamon something at Starbucks. Everybody goes on
Oh,
about it. I'd love to try
cinnamon
it
and
just to
stuff.
see.
It's cinnamon spice or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah, I
does
want to
sound.
try it just to see
I've
what
got to
Starbucks is
try the
everybody's talking
pumpkin. I've
about.
never had pumpkin yet. Everyone's telling me, Sherry, you got to have a pumpkin pie. My godmum's making one for Halloween, so I'm gonna try it.
Brilliant. Got to
Brilliant.
try things once, haven't you?
boink. Iron said boink. Um,
Oink.
yeah,
Because I'm going to drop
Starbucks is
some.
expensive here. Starbucks expensive where y'all are at. Starbucks
It's not
coffee.
too bad. It's not cheap, but it's not that bad.
Liam used to go in and get iced tea anytime we were down in Hamilton, and I think it was about £4 for a cup, about maybe that size. The iced
Yeah,
tea, about £4. So it's quite expensive, but it is all fresh herbs and things supposed to be in the iced tea. I think it was hibiscus and something else you used to get.
Yeah.
yeah, it's natural products though, so probably
Yeah,
why it's a lot more
it's
Yeah,
about £4.
expensive.
yeah. Hibiscus, Drew. Even though you're drinking hibiscus, I can't remember exactly if a cat eats like fresh hibiscus or a dog. Sometimes they have a tendency to get sick. I can't remember if it's a cat or a dog.
I'll
So
just keep
just
it away for you, just in case. Yeah.
yeah. See, we had two really big ones. Well, one growing in the corner and then one over here, and
Right.
they would drop their the buds, the leaves, when the blooms when they get so far along, and then the whole porch would be full of them, and I can't remember. I think it's dogs because Velvet
Yeah.
used to get. I used to always get after Velvet. She'd go smell them and want to like pick it up, and I would yell at her to leave it alone because I didn't want her to get sick because I could never remember if
Yeah.
it was for a cat or a dog that would get
They
sick.
say about lavender as well. They say to be careful with lavender around dogs as well. It's okay, like if you're saging it, but don't let them get hold of it or eat it or anything, because it's not meant to be very good for them or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's quite a few
there's
herbs
quite
like
a
that.
few. Yeah, there's quite a few of them that even though humans, they're good for humans, it doesn't mean they're good for our furry friends.
I know
So
eucalyptus is very dangerous to pets. Eucalyptus is one of the main ones that you have to be very
Yeah,
careful of around your
yeah.
pets. Yeah, eucalyptus. I know that for way back. But when I was in that oil class, I was telling the ladies before we went live, or maybe we were live, I don't know. I didn't realise that you could actually drop oils on your tongue and things. I didn't realise you could do that. I thought I knew you could put it in drinks and different things to drink it, but I
say
didn't
it,
realise you
say
could
it
put like
again.
a droplet of like maybe lavender oil on your
Only,
tongue and things and
only,
lemon.
only make sure it's food grade. That does
Yeah,
not
he
go for
said
all
that.
essential oils. Make
Yeah, he did
sure
say
it's
that.
food. Make sure it says food grade on it. If it don't say food grade on it, don't do it.
Yeah, it's got to be. Wait, I wrote it down.
If you can drink it, you can put it on your tongue. Okay, so it'd be the dried
Yeah,
stuff. I
Well,
would have
no,
thought. You
see,
know what I mean? Like,
essential oils are way more powerful than
yes.
just having it dried. Because one drop of essential oil is like a whole lot of
yeah.
herbs,
Well,
groups.
Well,
that's
he
what they
said,
say.
yeah, because he said it's got to be CPTG standard, and that means certified, pure, tested, grade. And that means if you see that CPTG on things, on your oils, that means that it is food standard and you can use it like
Yeah,
in
because
your teas and different things, yeah. It was
yeah,
interesting to find out some of it though, some of it I really didn't know. So it's gonna be a good course, I think.
yeah,
Expensive. It's free but expensive, if you know what I mean. You've got to buy the oils from them before the course is free, so we'll see how that goes.
yeah,
I doubt if I'll be doing it, to be honest, especially when I
yeah,
know there's other ones it's free.
yeah. Because essential oils are way more potent than just like dried herbs. Because it takes a
Yeah,
lot of dried herbs just to make a drop of
Yeah,
essential
that's what they were
oil.
saying, and that like they were
Yeah,
saying about the essential oils, and that's why you normally have your courier oils to like to dilute it down, so it's
Right.
not.
Your
They
carrier
say
oil.
about the skin as well. Don't just put it onto your skin on its own. Like have it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them,
Yeah.
Yeah,
watered
I
The
down.
would.
best one he was saying to use is actually the fragmented coconut oil. He said that that's actually one of the more popular ones for any skin work. Like if you're
Yeah,
doing
well,
a
I think I went
balm
with
or something.
coconut oil there, but I
Yeah.
thought,
I think that's quite expensive though, is it not? The
oh yeah,
fragmented
that was like
coconut
20.
oil.
The one that I looked at was like 20 something quid, like
Yeah,
just to get a
Oh,
bottle, like a bottle like that.
which one
yeah,
are
I
y'all
remember.
talking about? Which one are y'all
The
talking
The
about?
coconut oil.
fragmented coconut oil.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I've got some over there. Yeah,
They can
but
run quite expensive.
yeah, but if you go to certain like box stores, certain box stores has them. You just have they have different ones, and you just have to read the labels and get the the one that you're looking at. But if you go to the section where they like do cakes and have flour and stuff like that for cooking, they normally have it in there.
Right, I'll need to have a look. I've never seen coconut oil and things in the shops. I don't. And saying that,
Yeah,
I've never looked for it, guys.
yeah.
So I can't say
But
that.
if you go to the pharmacy, you can go to the same store and go to the pharmacy and they'll have it on the shelf. It's going to be more expensive than if
yeah,
you go to the cooking aisle. It'll be
Right.
less expensive in the cooking aisle, but they make different ones, so you just have to read the labels and see if which one you're actually looking for.
Yeah. Well, I definitely recommend that blend. That is really nice with the peppermint in it. It makes it a nice little special kick. So it does. I like that. I probably
Yeah.
drink that often. I don't think I would put as much um, hibiscus in it next time, though. I think I went too overboard with the hibiscus. I think I would cut down the hibiscus, put a little bit more peppermint in it next time.
Yeah. Diane, you said you're talking to Iron, and you said that sounds good with butter. Have you ever made cowboy coffee? Crack an egg in it, so good. You can also, a long time ago, the cowboys, because I was born in Texas, and raised in Texas, worked all in, all that ranches and all of that. But the way that they used to do it in the 1880s, when they would make their coffee, they would always have little peppermint sticks. So when you got
yeah,
you a cup of coffee, because they didn't like put sugar in it, they would have the
Right.
little peppermint sticks, and they would use the peppermint stick to stir it and leave it in, and it would give it that peppermint and the sweetness of the
yeah.
peppermint stick, and that's what they also used to do.
That'd
Just
be
because,
quite nice.
yeah, because
Peppermint is really sweet, isn't it? It is a very sweet herb to have. So I can
yeah,
understand why Sis is saying like she'll cut down on here a bit to some put more of the peppermint in it because it is
Yeah.
very sweet. It is very sweet.
It's
uh-huh.
though that the hibiscus is quite sour, so I
Yeah,
think you need the balance.
a bit
Yeah.
of sweet and sour drink tea at the minute.
Yeah, if you have honey, just put a little bit of
Yeah,
honey in it, and that
I think
Yeah.
also
that's why they do
helps.
that. I think a lot of people put like honey into their
Oh,
like their
welcome in,
natural teas.
Christina.
Welcome in, Christina.
Hey sis.
She says, "Oh, where did it go? I lost it. There it is." She goes, "Coffee? Did I make it here for
Coffee.
coffee?" Yeah,
Yeah, I'll have a
you make us
coffee.
all coffee.
I'll have a coffee if you've got cinnamon because I want to try cinnamon coffee that everybody's talking about.
Yeah, I think it's called the cinnamon spice one, and it's from
Yeah,
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yep. They must have it in the Starbucks in Britain
Well,
now because everybody was talking about it on
Or is it cinnamon
Facebook.
and pumpkin spice? I'm
pumpkin
sure it is
No, I
spice.
because it's
think it's
Halloween,
cinnamon.
isn't it?
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
Oh,
Halloween one.
cinnamon.
Yeah.
okay.
Cinnamon
So
spice.
right now with the holidays, if you can afford it, it's not very expensive. It's just a few bucks. You go buy the powder, because right now with the holidays they have the pumpkin spice. Buy that powder, the pumpkin spice, and just keep it in your witchy stuff, because if you do any kind of workings or love jars or love workings or even love for the family, love for a job, love for your friend, that pumpkin spice is a very good spice to add to it
Ooh.
with
Right.
your intentions into it, Because I have some. I always keep some every time around this season. I'll end up buying just a little one because you don't need very much, and you
Right.
use it. Yeah, use it in your workings.
Good tip. I'll need to get some next time I'm down in the
It does
supermarket.
make sense because pumpkins are to do with Halloween, so it does make
Hmm.
sense that it'd be more powerful. You know what I mean? Yeah,
But
that's really cool.
Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
all of those people get together, they get around, so you use it in any kind of love. And when I say love, it's not like love, sexual, romance all the time.
Yeah.
It can be, but also can be love for your kids, love for family, love for the world right now,
Yeah, just
But all
basically
yeah, the
love.
this,
emotion.
but yeah, you use it for, you can use it for that. So that's a good one to have because a lot of times they don't have it all year round. Most of the time they're just
Put
going to
that
have
on
it.
your list, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep,
Yeah.
get it on the
Pumpkin
list.
spice.
Look what iron put. Look, iron pumpkin spice for a little extra Nice.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yep,
Yeah.
I agree.
Uh-huh. But yeah, that's what I use it for. Any kind of attraction, and also too, think about it. Any kind of attraction spells or workings. It can just be for money because it's for attracting. You're trying to attract that goodness, that sweetness of the money, maybe to get what you
Yeah,
need, extra food, maybe to go on vacation, maybe on a trip,
Yeah.
whatever. You can use that for that also. So
yeah,
I'll use it to try and get Liam another pair of trainers because he has just done in his trainers. So that's him. He needs another pair of trainers. Boys.
yeah. Terrible with their footwear.
Oh,
Definitely.
I'm so glad mine are grown up.
what? £180 for a pair of trainers.
Oh, enjoy dinner, Christina, sis. What you eating?
See.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, I should have put a little bit of cinnamon in that tea, shouldn't I have, and seen how that went. I'll
Yeah.
do
I
that
reckon
next
that'd have
time.
been nice. Peppermint, cinnamon, and
Yeah.
yeah, it'd probably be really nice.
So
I'll have a little. Yeah, and I'll
Christina,
tell you
when you
what's today.
yeah, Christina, when you come back, Sherry's waiting for your answer.
Yeah, tell us what you're eating, please.
Yeah, yeah, we would like to know.
We want to know. We
How
want
did we
to know.
get from love and spice to shoes?
Because because Drew
Because
said
I was
about
saying,
Liam's
yeah,
breaking
about spell
shoes.
work.
Oh.
Yeah. That
And I
had
was,
to make me think for a minute. I was like, yeah, no, Drew, yeah,
Yeah.
Liam.
Okay.
Liam's done his shoes in again.
basically, I
I
need to do
missed
more
something
spell work to
there.
get more money. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
about
there's your
due.
answer. There's your
Yeah.
answer.
They're not cheap. They're not
Oh, they're
cheap.
not cheap, that's for sure.
Breaded eggplant and potatoes. Oh, where's she gone? Breaded
She must have got a
eggplants and
call.
potatoes with peppers, onions, and cheese. Oh, that sounds really nice. That does
I
sound really
never
nice.
had. I have never eaten eggplant before.
I've not tried eggplant, but it does sound nice.
Maybe one day I'll try. So, do you cook eggplant kind of like squash or zucchini, or do you like cut the top of it off and core it out, and like when you put like hamburger meat
Like you
and
can put
cheese
it
and
into a
spices in a
saucepan.
sweet
You can put it into a
and a
saucepan, and
bell
I think some
pepper?
people do even put it in the oven as well. Like they'll put it in the oven, but a lot of them do like boil it, I guess, or steam it. Some of them do.
Because I'm picturing it like a bell pepper, how they kind of take the stuff out of the
Yeah,
middle and then they stuff the bell pepper, put
yeah,
it in the oven.
yeah. Like a lot of people, it's either some of them do. That's like steaming it, really. Like you put it in the oven, even though it goes dryish, like it steams it at the same time. But I have known people to put them into the saucepan as well.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I,
guys, I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to get comments up and I pressed leave. Like
Oh,
an
I
idiot.
wondered what happened. I was like, where's she gone? Like 1 minute she's there.
we thought you just got another phone call or something.
All right, yeah, no, I think they'll
Breaded
leave me alone
eggplant.
now.
That sounds like that would be in the oven. Like she would like cut it into bits and put the bread over it and put it in the oven. That sounds what that would be like. Breaded eggplant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been drinking Ovaltine made with 18% crème at bedtime lately. So good, and I think it helps with sleep too.
Yeah.
Doesn't Ovaltine supposed to have chocolate in it, but technically it has no chocolate in it?
I think it's the malt, hasn't it? It's got malt in it, is it not? Is it not malt?
Brother Louis says he's hungry now.
I haven't even eaten yet, to be honest. I haven't eaten yet. Like
I ate a bag of hot chips and I'm still hungry. I'm still drinking water though, but that's
Do
all
you
I
know
had
that
today.
man told us that the best way to get a good night's sleep if you've got lavender is to put a couple of drops of lavender oil on the base of your feet half an hour before you go to bed.
Yeah, because
So
that's a point. What do you call it? A something point.
yeah, all your
Uh,
nerves. I
I
remember when I
I forget
started
what
to
it's called.
you've got like
all
your soul point in your feet.
every nerve in your body ends at your feet. For
Yeah.
some reason, there's every single nerve in your body has to go through your feet. I don't know why, but it just seems to have that way. I read it in an aromatherapy book a couple of years
Well, your
back.
feet are your base root. Your feet are
Well,
known
that's
as the
it.
base root, and the base root is what functions every other part of your body. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, but
that's it. That makes sense.
I was trying to think
yeah.
of the actual word of it. Not like actual. What the hell is that word? Somebody say it. You have like this is one of your points.
Your
Your
nerves.
ear is one. No, it's not nerves. It's called something point. I'm trying to think of
Oh,
that
your
word.
So like
Um,
you're like your pulse point or your chakra point and things.
no,
Pulse
neither
point.
one of those. Because like you were saying, the bottom of your feet controls everything. Your
I
lungs,
know what
your
you're
liver,
talking
your
about.
kidneys, your heart, all of that. There's
Your
certain
root point,
points.
like your root point, that could be in your feet.
No.
That can be
Yeah, I know what you're
Pressure
talking about. I
points.
just
Iron
your
said
pressure
it. Pressure
points.
points.
pressure
Yeah,
point.
Pressure.
That's
pressure
it.
Yeah,
points.
iron got
Yeah,
it. Pressure points. Yeah, those are
Thank
got
you,
pressure
there in the
Iron.
end.
points.
We got there in the end.
I was like, I know there's a certain word.
We've gone through so
That's what
many.
he said
Chakra
as
point,
well.
place point.
Yep, if you've got a sore head, that is the best place to put what oil was. I don't think it was lavender for that. I think it
Go
was the
back to that one.
peppermint oil. The peppermint oil, I think, is meant to be good for sore heads and migraines, and you put them on your pressure points
Mm-hmm.
and on your what you call them to
Temples.
help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, your temples,
Make
yeah, to
themselves.
help. So I learned a lot of good little tips from him, and that was only an hour. So
So Christina says no eggplant. It's very silly. I got it cut already from the deli because if you cut it wrong, it's too chewy and gross. That's
all
kind of like
right,
okra. You have to know how to do okra or it's like slimy and
However, you
gross.
should
But
cut it
okra is
into
good if you know how to
circles.
do it. However, you
right,
should cut it in circle slices and no, you don't take it. No, you don't take out the inside.
right. Oh, good to know. Not that I eat it. I don't
Not that
eat
I'll
it,
be
but
eating
No,
one.
I've
I
not
was
had
just
eggplant.
no, thank
curious.
you. No.
I'm allergic to eggplant. I used to eat it when I was a vegetarian. Tastes good in a
Right,
nice vegetarian lasagna. Uh,
right. I don't think
that's
I've ever tasted
that's
it.
that's
I've
like
not
when
had
she said
eggplant.
lasagna. I thought of like zucchini because you can like smash up like zucchini and stuff. You can make noodles out of zucchini. I didn't
Right.
know that until recently.
Oh,
So she said, yes, it's malt. They have chocolate version too. Yeah, because I was thinking the chocolate version actually technically don't have no chocolate in it. No real
right.
Yeah,
chocolate.
no. Yeah.
Uh, Three Souls Hello, Three Souls
Hey,
Paranormal. Welcome in.
Nice
Everybody,
to
please
them.
remember to hit the like.
that'd probably be.
Remember to subscribe to each other as well, guys, please.
How are you, Steve or Frank? I hope you're okay.
I think Stephen's the Three Souls one and Frank's got his own.
Yeah, Frank's on
Thank
the Facebook.
you.
Frank does the Facebook, and Steve uses the YouTube
YouTube.
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you're
So,
well, guys.
welcome in. So, we're
Drew's
just
got hot
talking about.
flushes. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hot flushing again. That's why I
So,
don't rush around to put makeup on anymore because I hot flush too much.
Drew, is that hot tea you're drinking?
Well, it could be a combination, yeah.
That very much so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
it's
it's too
nice
and
late
it's a
for
though.
new
your.
one as well, isn't it? So maybe your
Yeah.
body's like sweating it. Oh,
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
definitely want to try eating and drinking a little bit more healthier. So even if I only drink half a cup twice a day or something, at least I'm getting those nutrients out it, you know?
Yeah, eggplant is so yummy with parmesan. I miss it so much.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've never tasted it. I'll need
And
to taste
Iron
it.
says I had slimy okra. Yeah, okra, you have to know how to do okra where it's not slimy, because slimy okra is like bleh. But
Right.
if you cut it fresh, and what I do is once I cut it, fresh, and it can't be the big ones because those are hard and tough and all of that. You get the young
Been dropped on my
sprouted
head again.
ones, and then fry it up that way. But you batter it in the eggs and milk, and then eggs and then milk, and then in the flour, and then fry it up, and it's not slimy at all. So. So Diane says she hates that. She used to wake up drenched in sweat. Well, if it's
Yeah.
anything with a wiener, we understand that you made your comment earlier.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna let her forget that. So, so what you were reading a while ago, Sherry, where she said that Parmesan, you can make lasagna, you can make a whole bunch of stuff. I just like the breaded with like veggies on the side. See, I can only cook like basic stuff. I can prepare stuff for long term to use later, but like for soups and uh, stews and stuff like that, but not to make like a big gourmet meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get you.
I can't do those.
No.
So
You can't
Think I
beat.
would
I'm
get
not being funny, but you can't beat a stew and dumplings on a really cold or a nice cottage pie or a shepherd's pie. I love
Yorkshire
making all of that.
puddings.
I love
Yeah,
making.
I like the big Yorkshire puddings that you get, and you
Yeah.
can just put all your mince and tatties
the
and things
Mr.
in it.
King size ones.
Yeah.
And like everyone, like my mum and that used to sit there and stare at me because they would all have it all out round the side and have the little Yorkshires. And one day when she come round, she said, "I'm going to make you like what I do." And like literally, I had one of like two of the massive big Yorkshire things, and I just put all the
Lovely.
potato and the meat and the gravy, everything inside the Yorkshire
Yeah.
thing.
Nice.
It's so lush.
yeah, I'm surprised my son ain't in here. I tagged his name.
All right. Is it on internet? He must be busy.
Yeah, he must be. He doesn't comment much, but when he does, I'm surprised. I'm like, he's been watching the whole time.
That's good, though, isn't it? Yeah, William always watches upstairs on the channel as well. He doesn't usually comment unless I'm on Facebook, though. I don't think he knows how to do it on YouTube.
Yeah. If Lee's driving, he'll normally just click on the notification because I normally tag him in it. But he's driving, he can't watch it, because of course he's driving, but he can just hear because he's got his headset and everything else. So he normally just listens to it.
Good.
But I told him about your live last night, and I told him when he gets stopped, but he didn't get stopped till like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And so I didn't send him the link, but I told him I'll have to send him the link. What is it? Oh, little
Fred wants to say hello. Oh, Fred sees his brother. Hi, brother.
Just excuse us, we're having a mad moment,
Goodness.
guys, but like they've been missing each other. You think they travelled all the way on there, and then they had to be separated. You know what I mean?
The only gnome I have is right there, the one that Lee makes.
Yeah, the gnomes.
Yeah.
They're lovely, though, aren't they?
They're not soft and cuddly like that, though.
Yeah.
They make cute little tiny pillows.
Yeah, they do, don't they? You can sit here and fall asleep with them. They just cuddle in.
Now, does y'all's dogs want to play with them because they think they're dog toys?
My boy hasn't gone near him, to be honest. It's been really good.
If I put this in the living room where Sparkle spends most of the day, it wouldn't last very long. So he's in here with me so Sparkle doesn't get him.
I think that's why he's not touched it, because like obviously with certain places, I think if I left it down near his bed or I put it where I think he probably would try and take it in the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So who's Fred? Which one's Fred?
This one's Fred. Mine's is Fred.
Fred and mine's Bob.
Christina said hello, Fred, and I'm looking in the chat for somebody named Fred.
No.
Christina says hello.
Sister Drew's
I gave you a kiss.
Fred.
And I'm
called Bob. Well, he's called Bob.
Yeah, that's Bob.
Bob and Fred.
Yeah.
Bob and Fred. And I think Some of the other sisters have got them as well, I think, and they've named
Yeah,
theirs.
I think we all have. We all need to get a picture together in the chat. You know what I mean? Like we've got to all
Yeah.
get a little picture of us sitting there holding our. We're gonna have to get Sister Mystical one. So
Our
she's-
gnomes.
Well, I only
Yeah.
have the I have the gnome that Lee made over there somewhere.
Oh, you've got one. That's all right then. There you go.
It's a little one. Let me see.
Oh, Christina, you need to get Mystical a sock gnome.
Let me see. Hold on. Ugh.
And my necklace is here as well, but I'm going to
It's a
start
dome,
wearing
yes,
See,
a dome.
these are ones that Lee makes.
Oh,
They're nice. Look at them. They're so cute. Oh, they're lovely. See, you've got a brother.
Brotherhood, yeah, boy.
He's having a look. You had to be nosy. You're nosy, aren't you?
We are crazy,
Yeah.
guys, but it's good to be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Bob and Fred. Yeah, hello, look, he's well happy to see you.
See, when Liam was younger, I actually did it with Kerry when she was small as well. I used to get all their teddies and dolls and things and put them out, and I would make up little scenarios with them, and I would make them talk to each other. And Liam loved it when I used to do a court case with them. So, say he went out and hit his brother. So I would make a big court case out of it, and he used to have like a big snow dog, and the big snow dog was the judge, and they were to get punished and things. We spent hours every night doing that for ages.
Do you ever
And I
do
would
it with like your Barbies and your Kens?
Yeah,
Like,
they used to have
like
all
the
their own
little rugby
personalities.
player thing, eh? Yeah, oh yeah. And now we have little gomes.
Yeah, now we have the gnomes.
Now we have these.
How
They're much
funny.
cuter. Much, much cuter.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
Brother Louie, what were you thinking that they were?
I wouldn't ask him that, sis, because you're going to get something you don't want to hear, because he thought it was something dirty, I think.
And he's
Ah,
got a little. Oh,
well,
so he did.
depending
because
on
of
what
the
he
size of
puts,
it.
he might embarrass himself, because if I put it up on the screen, then he'll never take it down.
You better watch what you say, Brother Lou.
That's right. That's right.
It all goes back to the wieners.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Oh, I know what he's thinking. He's thinking the man's little socks for their, like, you know what I mean?
All right.
Or maybe, you know.
Okay.
He says,
Well,
okay,
my
I
son
need
needs
air,
air.
so sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Well, my son is 15 and he's got a size 10 shoe.
That's
Oh,
a
damn,
myth.
yeah.
That's a myth, by the way.
Is that right? Okay.
I know.
I'm just
I know.
saying.
I worked in the men's death row prison. That's a myth.
All right. Okay.
Oh my God! So we went
Oh my God,
from
he keeps falling down. Go the other side.
we
he
went
falls
from
down, doesn't
herbs
he?
to gnomes to myths, and I
Like,
am
you have to
saying
sit like this on string, like, just to have him sitting there, like.
it actually looks like a parrot from right here sitting on your
It does, doesn't it?
shoulder.
Because this little yellow bit on his head.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I didn't
The
even
ones
notice
that
he
do
had
that,
pink colours
the
on his
parrots that
back.
do that, they dance.
It's a pink
Yeah,
and a
that's
yellow.
right.
A pink and a yellow bit on his mouth. I didn't even realise when I first got him.
Cockatoo. Looks like a cockatoo up there.
Yeah, little
It
Mohican
does.
guys. He's got a Mohican.
Yep. They're so cute. I love them. He keeps me company every time I'm in here, don't you, Fred?
So
He sits
Drew's
there
got a
beside
gnome
my
and you
wall.
got a cockatoo.
Mine looks like a
My
parrot with
body's
his perched
cute.
on my shoulder. Look, he looks like a little cockatoo or a little parrot.
Yeah,
It's
because
back
when you
on.
shake it, its head does like the cockatoos do. And it's dancing to the music.
Yeah, that thing at the top of their head. They go,
Yeah, and his hat thing's like really stern as well. Like where Sister Drew's hangs down, mine just sticks up like that. He looks like he's got a permanent
mine's folds over.
scar on.
That's because Drew's older than you, Sherry.
No, I don't believe I just said that as well. I just said he's got a permanent scar on. That's what it looks like. But like I tried putting it down and it goes back up. It's like woo.
I hope Lee's not
Fred, are you
watching
having
this. He's gonna
problems
wreck
staying up?
listening.
We can do something about that, you know. Poor Fred. It's okay, we won't talk about your hat anymore.
But mine just stands to attention constantly. I try to put him down. I'm like, come on, boy, and then he's like back up again. It's
Oh,
like
wow.
permanent standing.
You're jealous, Fred. Fred's jealous.
Ain't you got, because there's a wire or something in my in it. Ain't
Right,
you got a
maybe
wire
it's not
in there?
got a
Maybe
wire.
that's what might that might be why it
Ah.
stands up. Yeah.
It's a great idea, Christina. You've got some imagination, I'll tell you that. You've got some
They are just the
imagination.
cutest, aren't they, guys? Come
I
on, there
wonder
ain't many
if,
like that out there.
Coffee. Look at his wee coffee.
what did she say here? They're different. Fred has a sleep at like the old days. That's how they had them. And Sister Sherry's is going outside hat. Oh, like
All
a
right,
winter hat.
right,
Like
okay.
a
So
winter
he's
hat.
got his
Oh,
right.
so he's an outsider like me, likes being in the and mine's
So
got
mine's
a
is dressed for bed, and Sherry's is dressed to go out. Nice, that's lovely. Have you got anything under your belly button? No, he's not got anything under his sock.
Diane says, I'm back. You guys funning with the wiener thing. LOL. It was a doggy. Her name was May. Oh my God, LOL. Sure, Diane. We'll go with that. Sure.
Okay, we believe you.
we believe you,
We believe you.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. Okay.
They are cool.
They're cool, Louie.
They're beautiful. They are beautiful.
Yeah,
You can
but
actually
Louie
feel
says
the love
dog
in
is so
everything
cool.
that Christina made. Everything that Christina made, you do feel the love in it.
You can, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You definitely know she's put time into them. So thank you, Christina. Thank you, Sister Sherry. Purchase.
We love you, yeah. We do
We love you.
Christina didn't know that what she made, we were going to be laughing at today live on the channel.
Oh, Fred will be a main member now. Fred will be on probably all the lives from now on.
I'm a bit worried about us even showing these quiz. How long is it going to be before we see other YouTube channels doing the same thing now, getting these little gnomes standing on their shoulders?
Exactly. We'll start a trend.
Like when we did the faces, and then after that, other people started doing the faces.
Now they're going to want these, like, ooh.
Everybody will have little mascots with them now on their live streams.
Yeah, come on, but they're cute. Like, I'm not being funny. There is nobody else that sits there with their little mascots like this. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
So, well loved.
And he's sitting on my laptop, but you can still see the top of his hat.
Christina said this one will poke my eye out if I get it too close. I know, especially.
You better watch no cuddle.
Yeah, no, because I'm getting go. I have a knot on my head. I hit my head the other day and got a knot on my head.
Ouch.
I fell down twice. For all of the other people that's not in our group that didn't hear the story, I was walking down the little hill in the back, and I got a bug in my eye. And you know when you get a bug in your eye, you're automatically like,
only mystical.
See, and I took a step, and down I went. And Lay was over here at the house, and he saw me from across the way in the back, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I get up, and I'm like, "Yeah," because the roofers are working on the house, putting up the new roof, and I'm trying to be all tough, I'm not being a sissy girl, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm fine," and then I come back, and I swear to God, an hour later, I fell off the bottom step on the porch. Did
Ouch.
that to my, I don't know if you can see.
Oh, wow.
Ow. Ouch.
Yeah, and I hurt my hand here, and I hurt my back, and what else? Oh, my knee, I scraped up my knee, and all the guys saw me, and they was like, "Honey, what happened? Are you okay?" And he's looking straight at me, and the guys are like, "Are you okay?" And I get up, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. And
I'm just going out to get the bubble wrap.
I'm fine. I come inside, and I sit down, and Lee comes in, he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, my back hurts."
Don't you notice that when you have falls and stuff, like when you fall and you know people have seen you, you become so embarrassed. You're like, "I'm fine."
Yeah.
It's okay. It wasn't sore.
Yeah. And Lee said, "You did hurt yourself. Look at your arm." I said, "It's a little scratch." But it was all bruised afterwards. But I was like, I wasn't going to let them. He had just told the guys I worked in a prison. You think I was going to be a sissy girl? Oh, hell no. I'm like, I'm fine. I come inside. I'm like, "Oh, my God, it hurt. I'm old." I said, "I'm going to feel it tomorrow."
I need to go to my bed.
And then when we did our investigation happened the other day because in the van, I can stand up in the van because I'm short, but at the door it's lower, and I wasn't paying attention, and it was dark, and I get ready to take a step out, and boink, I hit my head. I was like, oh. And Tina and Coco was still in the van, and they're like, "Are you okay? Rochelle, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And I'm like, "Oh hell, there's a big old knot coming up." I'm like, "I'm fine." At least like, "Honey, what's the matter with you?" And I said, "I don't know. I think I'm getting old."
Oh,
Bless you.
Yeah, I think we better get you some bubble wrap.
Yeah,
Hey, Eli.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, Dash
Hey,
wants a
Eli.
kiss. Hi,
He does.
Eli,
He keeps
brother.
saying hello to him. Look, come on in. Come and say hello to Bob. Come on. Come and say hello to Bob. I know you like to come and say hello to him. Come on.
I am not even introducing Sparkle to him because she will actually ragdoll him around.
He's just giving it a kiss. He licks him on the head. Just gives him
Aw.
a kiss. And then moves away
Oh,
from him.
look
He's
at
so
him. He
cute.
was yawning. He's
They've got
like
a little
yawning.
love relationship, haven't you, Bob? Eh?
He
Giving him a
got
kiss.
in front of the camera, yawned like we were boring him.
We're not bored, guys. We're just crazy, okay? We like
we're
fun
just a little bit.
stretchy-
It's that time of the week again. It's Tuesday. We're allowed to be a little crazy for an hour and a half.
Exactly.
Sherry, I'm not going to put it up on the screen, but look what Eli put.
I need to go to the comments to see this.
Oh my God, Eli. Sherry, I thought you was holding a dildo. Really? How the hell does this look like a dildo?
I said I'm not going to put
When
it
it's
on the
sitting
screen.
like that,
Yeah, we'll be keeping Fred away for Sparkle.
like
Yes.
a little bird with a beak. Can you see that? It
Sherry.
looks like it's got a little beak.
Sherry, I said I'm not putting it on the screen, and you blurted it out all loud. I could have just
You
put
should
it on
know
the
me
screen.
by now, Mr. Boy. I ain't going to keep quiet.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
not.
Eli, for your
It's a gnome.
information, those are their gnomes.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
gnomes.
our mascot.
Christina got us. Christina made them.
Yeah.
They're lovely.
They come with our
I didn't give
beautiful
Eli
wands, our
up that
beautiful
day,
ladies,
Sherry.
and our pen-
Sherry, I didn't give Eli up that day when you were on live, and then you thought it was Drew coming on, but it wasn't Drew. It was somebody using Drew's name and Drew's picture.
Yeah,
remember?
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
that
remember?
came up, okay. I didn't even say anything to Eli. I'm gonna say it now because Eli put that in there, okay? But when it came on, it was like, and Sherry's face was like, okay, like, oh my God. And you're like, how do trying to think everything real quick to get it off. This was Eli.
Enjoyed it.
It did, literally. I'm sitting there freaking out, and Eli's sitting there smiling. I'm like,
Yeah, you had a terrified look on your face, Sherry, and Eli was just like all smiles. And then Drew comes back and she's like, "What happened?
What's going on?"
What happened?
and I was like, yeah, somebody come in under your name, sis, and like,
Yeah.
put whatever up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we won't say what it was, but yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we won't say what it was. Anybody, and the thing was that she couldn't get it. Me and Phoenix kept messaging her on the clan chat, on here. We kept sending messages. Sherry is still on. Sherry is still on. Sherry, you didn't delete it yet. Sherry, delete the video. Sherry, it's still on.
Yeah, no, I did. They did all the messages come through all at once, but luckily, it was down anyway. I think they just took it down anyway because of what it was, because they could see that I weren't happy about it. We just started it again.
That doesn't look too good, does it? Oh, it's his hat.
Oh, buddy, Eli.
Oh, Eli.
Oh no, what's he said
You're
now?
not be talking about my goddamn pups like that. Christina, awesome, haha. Christina, you probably was looking at Danny's thing while making it. Really?
Uncle Danny's not in chat, I hope.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
don't you on the head. My one goes back and forth, okay?
Mine's
He
just
said, "Oh,
goes
shut
back.
up." Okay, Eli, we'll take you up on
And
that.
Drew would do the mad whip, like swing his hat round and like, yeah.
Eli,
Yeah. Woo!
Zip it.
Too much information. I don't want to know what
Yes.
them two were up to, okay?
That's my uncle and
and
Sherry's
that's her
pops.
uncle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Drew's uncle and Sherry's daddy. You're talking
But we
about.
don't want to know.
Backtrack.
We
Yeah.
want to sleep tonight, not sit there
Yeah.
horrified.
That's a
by
vision
what
I don't
might
want
be
to get in
going
my
on.
head.
And Christina's gonna come after you.
Christina
I
will
made
just
them
laugh.
before Danny came, so yeah, no,
So-
I didn't.
Well, there you go.
Oh, she
That
used
all
the
came
word
out of
yet.
my
She used the word
imagination.
yet.
And see,
Good one.
How funny. How fun. Does anybody have any questions or anything for us? Or anybody, want to know
You want?
anything?
Yeah.
Anything?
Let us know, guys, if you
Well,
want any
Yeah.
questions.
We've been on for an hour and 30 minutes. I'm sure that Drew Sherry doesn't ever get tired. She's up half the night. I think Drew does too. I think Drew's like me. She watches videos till she just falls asleep.
Yeah, I do.
yeah, that
Yeah,
is
I
pretty
usually
much
do
what I
that.
do if
Yeah.
I'm not talking to my guys.
I normally
Yeah.
put it on Paranormal Nightmare. And
Right.
I'll watch them. I'll put it on the playlist. And I'll just eventually fall asleep. I don't even know what I watched and what I didn't watch. I'll just
Yeah, I
fall
like
asleep.
Paranormal Nightmare. I like the other series that we're doing too. The one they were doing where they were trying to find murder victims
Yeah.
and things. I like that.
Yeah,
I was trying to find Help My House is Haunted because they had that one with Louise from Sharon Rectory, didn't they?
Yeah.
They just recently. I was trying to find that yesterday to see if that. I don't think it's up yet. I'm not sure.
You've
Oh.
got to have really television. You've got to either have Sky TV so you get the really channel, or you've got to have Hey You so you get really. So you've really got to have some sort of streaming system before you can get the really TV because it's not on our council telly.
Oh, okay.
I've
'Cause
got a
I've
question
not
for you,
ever
Sherry.
watched
Why
it
are
too.
you not wearing your seashells? What do you mean?
Seashells.
Let me
I
pause
am wearing
me.
my seashells.
That's
They're
Lee.
right
Let me
here.
pause me.
They're right here, girl. Right here.
They're there.
They've got sequins on them. Look. I'm wearing the, yeah.
Oh, Sparkle, what you barking for now, dog? She's terrible. She sits at that window and barks at everybody if nobody's in the living room with her. Sparkle, what's wrong?
I've got my little bracelet thing on. I've got that on today. I've got my witchy bracelet on.
Why do you hear us laughing? Wait, where's the number? Calm down.
And I got my little Day of the Dead thing. Oh, can you see that?
She gets excited when she hears us all laughing. Oh, they're nice. Oh, there I've let you fall again. Sorry.
And the skull, the little skeleton hand.
Okay, Eli, at least comment on just to watch. Behave yourself.
Hello, Mr. Lee. I
No
think
more
Mr.
winner
Lee
talk.
knows what we're like by now. Oh,
I told
dear.
him to look it up. He's on his break. He's like, "You didn't get my message?" I said, "No, I'm on live, and it won't come across my phone when I'm live."
Right.
So he should be coming on here in just a minute.
That hibiscus is quite
So-
sticky. See what it,
so-
it
Your
What?
bra that looks like the Little Mermaid.
Oh dear. How do you know Sherry's got a bra that looks like the Little Mermaid? Is my question.
Why aren't you wearing your seashell bra? I don't have a seashell bra. The only thing that remotely looks like a little thing that you would use, I've got a little halter neck top that comes to about here, and it's got my pentagrams and that on it, but they're not seashells.
Yeah.
She said,
I think you've been dreaming about Sister Sherry.
Huh?
I think
This
you've been
spirit's
dreaming
told
about
me
you.
I've got a seashell bra. I can guarantee you I haven't.
She said the spirits told her yesterday. When you were on,
Alright.
Guys, what the hell are you talking about? When have I wore a Little Mermaid seashell bra?
I've known you for about 5 years, and I don't think I've ever seen you in a seashell bra.
No, definitely not.
Or even talk about a seashell bra.
Maybe they're on about this one because I've got this little black one and it does have sequins on it, but maybe they're getting confused or something and they thought it was like, look, it's got like sequin bits on it.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, but I've definitely not got a bra. There's no way I'm going to put that'd be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Putting a seashell
Yeah.
bra on.
And it'd be too cold for Halloween, so I
Yeah,
don't
And
think
just
so.
about your
and just a
nipples
head.
standing to
Yeah.
point.
And just a heads up, if she's on my live and she comes on with one, she's liable to just to get muted off.
I don't
Next
think
thing, next
YouTube
they're
will
going to be saying,
monetize
Kelly,
it.
have you got your little straw skirts? Do your little what? You know, a
Yeah,
wind
how are you?
You know what I mean?
She
Hula
said that maybe
dancing.
they were talking about a sparkly. Oh, there's Lee. Hello, everyone listening
Hello,
from
Mr.
Kingdom
Lee.
City, Missouri. Hi, honey.
Hi, Mr. Lee. Drive safe.
Yes,
So
be safe.
Christina said, "Oh, maybe they were talking about your sparkly shirt." She's trying to
Yeah.
change it up now.
Try get yourself out.
You've already been plastered all over here, so don't back
Yeah.
out of it now.
Damage is done.
Lee's on his break.
People, I do not wear a mermaid seashell bra. Just letting you ladies know, because I do not want any of you going out buying a seashell bra now, thinking it's the next thing in, because it's not, definitely not.
Right, okay, Sherry, tell us where you got it. We want one too. We want a
I
seashell
wouldn't wear
bra.
something like that. You imagine going in the water? That'd probably
That'd be
undo
a pretty big one.
It's like sticking out. Like, you imagine the size that Drew's is going to have to be.
Yeah, Mystical would need big ones.
And
You need
Sister
really
Mystical,
big
you know what I mean? Like,
details.
I have a sports bra on. They get squished.
oh, damn.
She says hi.
What? How's your ears, Fred? I don't want you hearing things like that. Don't want your little ears corrupt.
Hold your ears.
Okay, Lee, you're just coming in. Those are their gnomes that Christina made them. So I was showing off your gnome that you made.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Cutie.
Theirs are like fluffy gnomes.
Yeah. I think they're made out of socks and things. They're
Yeah, that's
really
what
nice.
I was thinking. They do look like socks, don't they?
They're great the way she's done it. She's got some imagination over Christina, you know.
She is. She's very creative. Very, very.
Yeah, she can pick up anything and make something out of it.
Yeah. And they've got little,
Like,
like, she's got little ghosties and things around his hat. She's stuck on little ghosties and little symbols are nice. Look at them.
I've got like rainbows,
Yeah.
and little, it looks like little chocolate cookie things. You know what I mean? Little love art cookie things.
Nice. And he's got his little coffee.
You've got a coffee, and my one's got an ice cream because I said about how much I love ice cream, so he's holding an ice cream. You know what I mean?
Right, I love him. I love him. I love him, love him, love him.
Does anybody have any questions for us or anything?
Yeah, because I'll need to go and get Liam his supper. William's not even had his dinner yet, guys, to be honest, so I'll need to go make him something to eat as well.
Okay, so Drew, what do you have coming up? And then we'll check with Sherry and see what she's got coming up.
Uncle Danny and I are doing our Thursday night lives again, guys, so it will be 12 o'clock midnight, 7 p.m. Uncle Danny's time, and then I'll have Ghost Squad Scotland on the Friday at 10 past 10 UK time. And then I do believe I'm going to try and do a couple of live streams over the next few days, just to show you like Lovers Lane, maybe Burkwood and things before the weather all changes and I can't get out over the winter. So just keep an eye out, guys, is my best advice for you.
Yeah, for me, obviously I'm going to be doing my upload for my meditation for Sunday. You had this one for this Sunday, so I'm going to be doing another meditation one. I'm hoping, because I did say that I'd go before Christina goes on tomorrow with Pups, and I was going to do a little spirit box session because I would like to do that. And I am planning on trying to get up to a daytime thing up at the churchyard again, just so that I get a bit of time with the guys up there and take their flowers up as well, because I said I was going to take some flowers up to them and that. And do that and make some little cookies for them.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So you just keep your eyes open and pink.
Gave me an idea. I've got loads of old toys that I was going to donate to the kind of like no food bank but toy bank. Like,
graveyard,
yeah, I think I'll do that.
Their graves. I'm sure there's little babies there that don't have any family left. Do you know what I mean? Some of the graves are really old. So you think some of these little babies that are buried probably haven't got anyone that visits them anymore. So a little toy or something, that'd be
So
cute.
keep an eye out for that, guys. I might do that up at the new cemetery. Take up some toys for the older babies that's died, not the
Just
new
make
ones,
sure
but
you
the
keep
older
Fred
ones.
well away from the toys because you don't want to be leaving Fred there by accident.
Oh no, I won't leave Fred.
Yeah,
No, Fred will stay with me. Yeah,
Fred
Fred
will be
will.
able to put them all out.
Yeah. Oh, what will I do if a spirit says the word Fred? I'll tell them no.
Just say no,
Wait,
he's
what?
magic and he has to be with me, he protects me. Just say that.
Fred comes with me, sorry.
Just say to
Yeah.
them, you can play with him while he's here with me and I'll bring him back with me each time I come here and you can play with him when I'm here, but I can't.
That's what I will do. Yeah,
That's
that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to take some of the older toys, some of the toys that I would probably either go in the bin or just donate them. I'm going to take them up to the cemetery and give them to the kids.
That's good.
Definitely.
Well, Sunday we had an investigation, but I haven't even had a chance to go through the SD cards yet. But I know we didn't catch anything on the SLS this time, which was weird because the last couple of times we went, we caught something. Of course, we went a lot earlier because before we were there and all the way through like almost till midnight. But now it's getting dark so early that it was like dark at 7:15.
Yeah.
Well, and by 8:15, our hands were so frozen, like literally frozen. And there's water in it, so we're walking in water. So that's making us more cold because we're walking through the water. So we weren't there for about an hour, but we didn't catch anything on the SLS. So Lee said it might have been because we didn't stay long enough.
Yeah.
You know,
they didn't get the chance to get all the energy up enough.
We got some communication on the hand devices. I don't know if we caught any disembodied voices or not. I'll just have to go back and listen to them.
But that's why it's good to review your evidence because you miss so much when you're there. You know what I mean? When you go back, you're like, oh my God, I got that.
Go lie down now. Give me a minute.
I love reviewing my evidence. It's the best thing in the world when you would get things that you didn't realise.
Yep.
When you realise you have caught something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone always says to me, do you still get excited after all these years of doing investigations? I get excited every time I go out on an investigation and I catch something. I always do. You can't help it.
Because it's always different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it when the babies play with the cat balls and stuff. I love that.
You have to check it. If you haven't watched Mystical's video for last week's investigation, you have to watch it, guys, because it's great evidence. See where the cat balls and things all go off next to the little cemetery, the little gravestones and things. You have to watch it, guys. It's great. It's great evidence, honestly. And Sister Phoenix has put in the timestamps as well and all the comments. So check it out, guys. It's a great video.
Watching that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she caught a lot of stuff in there, especially the one where the handheld said I'm in the corner and there's the four corners of the cemetery with the stones and we're looking and we're like, what corner are you in? Are you this one? Are you this one? Are you this one? But yet the video shows and Phoenix caught it clear as day. It's in the far corner right in front of the tree. Right in front of the tree.
But Phoenix is really good at catching things in pictures.
She's amazing at it, isn't she?
Really good at seeing things.
And like Lee says, how come you don't see them when you're there? It's like when I look at other people's stuff, I see them.
Yeah.
But when I'm there, it's like
it's different though, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're almost like you got visors on, Yeah. And so you don't catch everything and you're listening to this and you're holding this and you're hoping that the camera's going, and all of this stuff.
Exactly. Your mind's not on what's in front of you. It's on getting the evidence and
like when the spirit,
the
spirit went by and I was like, a spirit just passed right by y'all where they were at. I mean,
that's
long spirit. And then it said, let me rest. Okay, after I seen it, and then it said, let me rest. And right down below where we were standing, the tombstone on top said rest.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we were like, wow, yeah.
It's great. It's a great video, guys. Last week's was good as well. They're all good. You have to just sit and watch them. And the thing is, once Phoenix points it out, you sit and watch the video, okay? And you're watching.
I don't see any point
points it out, and you're like, of course it's a spirit. You know?
I don't do no timestamps or anything when I watch the videos because I know that Phoenix has already probably wrote everything down
Yeah.
anyway because she
Yeah.
does. You know what I mean? So
She's
I just
amazing
Yeah.
at it.
watch, and a
There's
lot
two
when
places.
I look, I can see them, and then I'll look down into the comments and you can see where Phoenix is seeing the same things. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's on it.
two places there was a horses with the riders on them. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Dean, you know, where Dean caught the one with the soldier, you see the rifle sticking out the shadow.
Exactly. Then
Yeah,
the one in the field as well. I think there was 3 spirits in the field that she pointed out, and you see them as
yeah,
clear as day.
It's
It's amazing, guys.
And then with
Once she spots them out, it's like obvious.
Lee interacting with that one, giving high five and shaking hands
That
and
was
everything. It
amazing,
was like,
wasn't it?
I'm
so
so
see,
You know?
proud of Lee for doing that. You're doing
yeah,
awesome at that. Keep
yeah,
going at it, Mr. Lee.
Great.
Keep going at it. The
Definitely
spirits
is.
want you to because they were talking to you yesterday on the spirit box.
yeah,
Yeah.
They were talking to you.
Yeah.
yep. So what it said, I noticed that I seen a lot of stuff in my videos, but when I'm out there, I'm so busy trying to film, trying to make sure people are not around. You have to,
Yeah.
that's exactly it. And what I figure is when I, like, okay, I see the spirit, and I said, oh, I see the spirit, because it just like went past them. But if I think like a couple of times I thought I saw a shadow, and I might say, I seen a shadow, or I thought that was a shadow.
Get down off that.
Then
Get down
I
off that.
try not to put too much in it so that if other people see it, then it's legit. They're saying that they seen it. I
Yeah.
wasn't putting it in their head, But so everybody, we've been on for an hour
Tell
and
Sparkle's getting
46
restless.
minutes. Yeah. So we're gonna let them go, and I thank my co-host Drew for coming on and my guest Sherry for coming on. They never let me down because they know I ain't coming on by myself.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
so
Sister.
thank you everybody for coming in. If anybody's watching this later, I think everybody on here right now is probably subscribed to all of us, but anybody coming in after the fact, the channels are in the description box, so all you got to do is go on there and click on them. Okay? So we're going
Fred
to
saying
go ahead.
goodbye.
Bye bye.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Oh, there's Sparkle wanting Fred. Bye.